Welcome back everybody to the Search Show 24/7. This is finally the video response that everybody's been sending me questions and stuff to get to know me a little bit better. So I'm going to answer as many questions as I can. So guys, bear with me because I'm going to try to read out your names. So I'm sorry if I pronounce your YouTube names wrong. I'm sorry if I pronounce your real names wrong. So just bear with me, but I'm going to try to get through as many as possible because it's a lot of great questions that I got and I'm excited to answer them. So let's go. Let's see. The first person we will do is Rosestar1324. Ask, where do you see yourself in 20 years? 20 years. Let's see. Hopefully, still active and doing stuff. Hopefully, I have a girlfriend by then. That'll be nice to have a girlfriend. Yeah, that'd be nice. Maybe a kid. I like kids, so I can see myself having a kid around like 40. A girl though, I don't want a freaking boy. I don't know why. I always wanted a girl. So I want a girl. I want a kid. Oh, I want a wife who can make the kid for me, which is a girl. And hopefully they're still like doing comics and just being me. I see myself as like the black version of Peter Pan. I really don't like to grow up. I'm 23 now, but I still act like I'm like 12 sometimes. So, I just want to just keep my very youthful and just stay very, caring and just doing stuff that I like to do, like art, drawing, writing stuff. Like I like to write, like fanfics and stuff like that. I always wanted to like do my own like screenplay and stuff like that. When I was when I first got out of high school, I was gonna say when I was younger. I'm still young, so when I first got out of high school, I wanted to be an actor and stuff. So hopefully, like one day that can pop up in my life. I don't know, but just 20 years from now, just hopefully I'm just happy and like still doing stuff that I like to do. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm looking forward to. So great question, Rosestar 1324. Great question. Let's see who we have. Kevin McCline asks. I hope I said your last name right. Sorry if I didn't, but Kevin McCline asks, what made you want to start doing YouTube reviews, and what's your process when making these reviews? Good question. What made me like started these reviews was basically I was at home one day just bored. I came across a couple of YouTube people, um, Mango Siren, or I think it's Siren. I'm sorry. Came across her. I came across Courtoon. I so I came across like all those reviewers and stuff, and he was like, those girls, they're cool. They like the same stuff I do, and I want to do that. So I literally went to the store. I walked to Walmart and I got me a camera for like 20 bucks, like a webcam, and then just started from there. And my first couple of videos sucked. Uh, I'm consistent because my next like 100 videos start sucking too, but people like that my videos suck. So I'm consistent. So and the way I kind of go by my process is I don't really have like a game plan. I just kind of do it. But when I do like the Fandubs and stuff, I write scripts and stuff like that, and okay, well, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like for the Young Justice reviews, I kind of write down like bullet points and stuff that I want to talk about. So it doesn't really do too much for me to get it going. I just start talking, and I do a lot of edits and stuff. Like it's times where I have questions where it's like a 10-minute question and I have to cut it down to like 30 seconds or something. So I like to talk a lot and I fumble over my words. So for me, I just keep going and keep talking, and then whatever happens, happens. I'm the type of person, when I start cutting it, I don't re-look at it sometimes. So you probably see like some of my old videos where I'm like, welcome back everybody to the Circ Show 24/7. Like stuff like that, just like weird like pauses because I don't like looking at my videos. I'm very, very lazy. I just cut it and I say, okay, I think it's all right. upload it. So I'm that type of way. So I'm not very professional, as you can tell, but I really like doing it, and I really have to thank, like, you know, Mango Siren and, you know, Cartoon and stuff. Like, they probably don't even know me, but I like to thank them because, you know, I kind of looked up to them, and that's kind of how it got me started into doing it. So yeah, you know, great question, Kevin. So good question. All right, next question. These are very, like, good questions. I like the diversity and the questions that everybody's giving me. Okay, next person is Zero G Ranger. Ask, I remember you saying you liked Power Rangers as a kid. So what was your favorite Power Ranger season? Hmm. Favorite Power Ranger season. Um, it's always got to be, you know, the original, man. The originals, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, man. I mean, it had everything, man. Um, I mean, you always have to go back to original because that's the stuff that got you hooked in the first place. You know what I mean? The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and it was just such a phenomenon with me when I was a kid. Like, you couldn't tell me shit about the Power Rangers because I knew everything. I couldn't go a day without talking about the Power Rangers. Um, I mean, I was just obsessed with it as a kid, and going back at it as an adult, man, and just watching it on Netflix, like the marathon. So, like, you know, they have all the seasons on Netflix. I spent like 5 days straight watching episode one all the way to the current season. Just went through them like it wasn't nothing, and just had, as a kid, just smiling all the way through. And yes, it's cheesy, and you know the episodes are cheesy, but man, when you see a just get you to, oh man, wouldn't that be cool if they were real? You know what I mean? And when I was a kid, I thought they were real. You know, Power Rangers were everything to me. My favorite Power Ranger always is, you know, Tommy Oliver, you know, the Green Ranger slash White Ranger slash Red Ranger slash Black Ranger slash, you know, every Ranger. You know what I mean? I think he might have been the Pink Ranger one time. So, just like everything about it was just so good. Um, and it's funny because when people ask, like, "Oh, what was your favorite Power Ranger?" It had to be Zach, right? No. Why? Because he's black? No. Hell no. It was always the White Ranger. Okay, I don't care. Well, Zach was nowhere near it, but it was always the White Ranger. So I always liked Tommy. So yeah, man, Power Rangers forever, man. Always badass. Let's see. James Denzel? Denzel? No, I don't know. Deziel? Denzel? I don't know. James Denzel, whatever. Sorry, bud. What is your favorite Robin? Okay, now this is a good question. Now, when it comes to, like, the Robins and stuff, I don't really have a favorite because all the people, like, okay, I love Dick Grayson, right? I like Dick Grayson, but I don't like him as Robin. I like him better as Nightwing, you know what I mean? So, Jason Todd. I love Jason Todd. Like, if I did like any Robin, the best would probably be Jason Todd, but I like him more as the Red Hood. You see what I'm saying? So, if I have to choose like a Robin who's like just been Robin and stuff, I'll probably go Tim. Yeah, I'll probably go Tim Drake. Only because he's just been Robin. He hasn't been like Robin or somebody. You know, he's Red Robin and stuff, but probably Tim Drake. But I love Jason the best. But Damien, like an asshole. That kid's an asshole. So no, he's an asshole. He talks back to, you know, Alfred, and you're an asshole, kid. Who talks back to Alfred? Come on, shame on you. So if anybody, I guess Tim Drake, but my favorite is Jason. So yeah, great question. This is a great question coming up. This person told me to call them Mitchie or BMX. I told him to call him Mitchie or BMX. And this person writes, do you write fanfics? If so, where can I read this? Also, any advice for a fellow writer? All right, for the advice part, stay original. Think outside the box. Don't be afraid to go crazy. Do what I do if you have to. If I think of something good, I always check on other fanfics and stuff and read other people's stuff. Make sure, like, they didn't come up with it before I did, because sometimes that happens, where it's been plenty of times where I thought of something amazing and I glanced at somebody else's fanfic and they already thought of it before me. So I don't want to, like, say, well, I thought of it too, and I didn't know this person did that, so I'm gonna write anyway. No, you let that person have it, all right? And you rehash your idea and you think of something better. That's what makes you stronger. That's what makes fanfics better. Sometimes you have to throw away stuff that you thought of because somebody already beat you to the punch. So just be original, think outside the box. Don't be afraid to take chances, and just use your imagination. For my fanfics, I need to start putting them on paper and stuff like that, because I keep all my fanfics in my head and stuff. I really do. I kind of just sit by myself, look at comics and stuff, and then I just kind of take time out of my day. Usually I do it like every 2 weeks. Just take like an hour or so out of my day, just cut the TV off, cut everything off, just sit in my room and just start thinking of stuff. And when I think of fanfics, for me, because I'm weird, for me, I think of it like it's a song or whatever. So when you try to memorize a song, what do? You keep repeating it over and over and over again. So if I'm thinking of a fanfics and it's like once upon a time, like the Cirque Show was born in like a dragon lair or something like that, then I keep repeating that over and over. Once upon a time, the Cirque Show was born in a dragon lair. Once upon a time, the Cirque Show, I keep doing that for like 10 minutes and I keep building the story, add a little bit more, and that's how I remember them all in my head. So what I'm gonna start doing is, because I don't remember all of them. Some of them I do keep on like my phone and stuff, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start posting them on my YouTube channel, my Tumblr, my Facebook fan page, Twitter. Where else can I post them? And other fanfic sites like Young Justice fanfics and stuff like that, because I wanted everybody to kind of judge and see the stuff that I come up with, because I think I come up with very good stuff. And not to toot my own horn, but I think I come up with a lot of great original stories that I can see being in a Young Justice episode. I can, not even just Young Justice, I can see like some of the stuff that I come up with being in just like because I do fanfics for like Dexter and other like shows like that, like Dexter, Once Upon a Time, Misfits and stuff, like all of these stuff I just come up with just with shows I watch. I kind of make my own universe. So I think I have like good enough stuff and good enough stories where they can be like real episodes. So hopefully I can bring those out to y'all pretty soon so y'all can see that. But great question, BMX, great question. Alright guys, this is the end of part 1 of the Q&As that you guys sent me. Part 2 will be like right here, somewhere right in here. So after you get done watching part 1, watch part 2, because you might be on part 2. So don't worry, I answered a lot of questions, so you might be on part 2, and it might be even a part 3 because there was so many questions. So thank you for watching this video. Watch my other video, and as always guys, this is The Cirk Show 24/7. Be easy.